Hello, Wolf Pups! It's your host, Raytheus, and welcome to Saving Zoey, a horror game set in a haunted house dealing with, once again, cultists. Oh, you know it's gotta be a good one. Let's get into it. What awesome sound effect. Zoey calls me the worst sister in the world, but I personally don't think that's true. I'm not saying that because I'm biased or anything. Would the worst sister in the world give her little sister all of her old stuff? Zoey's got access to a mile-wide closet. It's not my fault. She acts like it's too good for my hand-me-downs. Like she's too good for my hand-me-downs. The worst sister in the world would rather see her sister trip than help tie her laces for her. She'd never point out when her sister has greens in her teeth or when she has food on her face. It's not babying, it's helping. And yet, all I get in response is whine after whine. And the worst sister in the world most certainly wouldn't take her little sister to a haunted house in the middle of a late night Real Housewives marathon. She would have stayed right where she was on the couch. But nope. Since she wants some appreciation for once in her life, this so-called worst sister in the world got up, in the middle of the episode, mind you, drove her sister to the haunted house. It's a special pop-up haunted house put on by some touring haunted house company. They temporarily take over abandoned places on Halloween, put on a good one-night scare, and then move on. Zoey didn't shut up about it the whole ride over. I had half of mine put tape over her big mouth, but I'm not the worst sister, so I totally didn't. I stayed cool. I stayed cool even when she yanked on my arm with her greasy little hands begging me to go in with her. When we got to the door, the ticket booth guy said there weren't any at the door tickets left. I was ready to go back home, but back to my warm couch and stupid reality show when he took one look at Zoey's sad puppy face and let us in anyway. He told us to hurry in after the group. He just let in. No one would notice a thing. They'll probably be in the reading room by now. Oh, thank God, some visuals. So I was just like, oh man, it's pitch black. It's horrible. Set me on Eve. I'm like, where's the visual? So, that's how I got stuck here, in a haunted house with my baby sister, trying to prove to her that I'm a damn good sister. Barely one step inside, and she's already scared. Kids are dumb. Why do they go to things that they know they're going to be scared of? Still doesn't mean you're not the worst sister. You're lucky I don't leave you here. I drove you, remember? That's because Mom made you do it. Oh no, that's not why. I'm giving. I'm caring. I'm making a Friday night sacrifice. Because Mom is going to take away your phone. Whatever. You're always getting hung up on the details to make me look bad. Are there any details that don't make you look bad? Okay, Kelly, stay cool. Don't let her get to you. Shrugging, I jam my hands into my pockets and keep on walking. The hallway of the dilapidated house might look spooky on its own, but without a tour guide around to activate the scares, it's kind of just lame. Poor Zoey seems frightened either way, though. She may try to act tough around me, but I can tell she's faking it. What do they call that? Putting on airs or something? I think she's putting on tough girl airs. She's shaking like a leaf, trying to strafe down an empty hall like she's in an action movie. Reading room. Hey, I think this is the door we gotta go through. Ready, Squirt? Don't call me that. If she looks like a squirt and acts like a squirt, then she's a squirt. And if she looks like the worst and acts like the worst, then she's the worst. Shut up. I pull the door open in one swift motion and shove her inside. She stumbles into the darkness. I go in after her, because I'm not mean enough to leave her completely alone. Up ahead, I can see small circles of light dancing. Tiny flashlights? That's cute. When I said tiny flashlights, there's a noise. That's cute. Oh, I can move this around? Wow, that's awesome. I didn't expect that to be so interactive. That must be the group that we have to meet up with. I start walking towards them before I notice that Zoey isn't moving. She's frozen. I find her hands. It's hard to see in the room. Somebody's whispering something in the corner. Maybe a poem or a prayer or something. A figure sways near what I'm guessing is our walking path. Come on. We need to move. If we're going to catch up to them. There's nothing to be afraid of, okay? I've got you. Her finger sits up around mine. Okay. Everything is great for a bit. Going exactly the way it's supposed to go. I'm headed towards the flashlight. She's heading towards the flashlight. I'm holding her hand. She's holding mine. But then something goes bump in the night. And she lets go of me and runs off screaming somewhere. Try chasing her, but... You know kids and their ability to run off. Out of your reach. It didn't help that the universe worked against me and I tripped over something during my pursuit to catch her. Once I recover, I don't see the flashlights anymore. Zoey, get back here! I run towards where I thought they were, my shoes hitting the wood floor so hard I feel like I'm almost flying. Why'd she have to run off like that? Why couldn't she have given me some warning before bolting? Zoey! I don't see the bookshelf until I've already collided with it. The impact knocks me off my feet and onto my back. Next thing I know, I'm staring at a lit-up ceiling, still on the floor from my previous collision. The only person in the room with me is a confused-looking guy who seems like he's around my age, give or take a year. He has a walkie-talkie with him. I crawl back up onto my feet. Do you work here? Yes. Are you alright, miss? I found you passed out. How long have I been out? I'm not sure. I was making my end in the night rounds and I found you here. Were you here with anyone? Yeah, my little sister. I groaned, clutching the back of my head. I took a harder fall than I thought. Description? Shoes? Kind of like me, but smaller. Pink hair. She might be wearing Mary Jane's. Turns away to speak into his walkie-talkie. We've got the cold Chichiro wearing Mary Jane's. Color? Black. And she was wearing a pink jacket. Dress thing. Black Mary Jane's. May or may not be in pink jacket dress. Do you copy? There's a click and a fuzzy response that I can't make out. He pointlessly nods a bunch of times. It's not like the person on the other end can see him, so that's weird. People do a lot of weird things when they're nervous, I guess. Exit stuff. Have you seen a Kochichiro matching description? Another response, this one even fuzzier. He holds the receiver directly to his ear, then looks over at me. Ma'am, we're going to lock up the facility. There hasn't been any sighting of her at the exit. They're going to review the security tips and walk around the perimeter in case someone overlooked her. How did you get here? We got a Camry, green, with a pink paintball stain on the side. The radio's in the information about my car. Raising his eyebrows, he mentions the pink stain. Long story. Okay, will someone check the car in case your sister's there? My name is Blake. By the way, we have a great staff here, so I'm sure you'll be able to find Chichiro, your sister, very soon. I'm Kelly. What's with that code and stuff? Well, we can't just say lost child on the radio in case we're overheard by, someone that grabbed her. We maintain our shoes because a kidnapper can easily put another coat on a child. What they can't do as easily as change the shoes. Not saying that she's been kidnapped or anything, just a safety precaution. Thank you, make me feel so much better. Not. I'm gonna keep looking for her. There's no use in hanging around in this room. Can't let you search on your own. Company policies concerning safety hazards and all that. I'll go with you. It's also safest that way. I wouldn't want you to accidentally trigger something you shouldn't. What, like a death trap? Haunted houses are death traps for people with weak hearts, And for little girls who are afraid of books falling on the ground. I would have laughed if I wasn't so worried about Zoey. Blake picks a book up off the floor, and I'm betting that's the one that scares Zoey off. To my surprise, it actually has pages. You guys weren't just dropping boxes filled with rocks? What? The book. The heavy smack sound. I thought it was a silly prop. Oh no, we put a lot of effort into our haunted houses. Events might be pop up and rather linear since they're tour guided, but we make sure to put a ton of work into it. People might only get to see 10% of that effort, but that's alright. We want it to be a full 10% that feels like it's 100%. Like, wow, they thought of everything. Even book pages. Even to me. You know, how we do. We try to do it big. But that's going to be it for this episode. I'm still talking in Blake's voice. If you like it, give the paws up. Subscribe, join the pack. Till next time, take care.